What is up, guys? Welcome to the Just Offsides show, a brand new MLS show where us, two average dudes, cover what happened in the last weekend of soccer.
And by average, we mean average.
So, guys, every week we're going to be asking questions. We want you guys to respond. We'll be throwing up your comments on the videos right here, somewhere. So we'll be giving you a shout out. So make sure you're staying actively engaged. So yeah, we're going to start off this week covering the Orlando City New England Revolution game. Hotly contested game, a lot of goals. So kind of let's dive right into it.
Yeah, New England came up pretty early, 2-0.
Yeah, game ended up 3-3. But yeah, New England came out 2-0. I was like, damn, they have it in the bag.
Yeah.
Game's done and dusted. But Orlando came back.
They came back, and, it was funny. I was watching the game, and Graham came in, and she's like, hey, can you switch this game? I'm like, Graham, this is like one of the better MLS games we're watching this weekend. And she's like, nah, you can't watch it here.
Switched it to some baseball.
Yeah, switch it to some freaking baseball,
That's
bro.
exciting. That's way more exciting than soccer.
Yeah, right?
Revolution just shit the bed, man. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, had it in the bag. And towards the end, a little scuffle.
Yeah, a little fighting. The fighting was a big theme of this weekend in the MLS.
Lots of
cards, lots of fights. Yeah, I mean, it's like, obviously soccer fights, nothing really ever comes out of it, but...
Yeah, so it ended up 3-3. Possession was 66 Orlando, 34 New England.
Yeah.
Kind of shit there.
Goals were good, too, man. The last New England Revolution goal, I don't know if you saw, but... what was it? Bunbury pulled a little slick scissor and...
So, speaking of the Revolution kind of shitting the bed,
yeah,
Matt Turner had a couple of whoopsie moments, if you will. I think it was 2 goals were partly, I would say, mostly his fault. I saw the one where it went off the post and it came down right in front of him and it bounced and he parried it with his hand, but parried it, and I don't know how the ball was spinning or something, but it just parried and just right into his own net.
Yeah,
and then
he's our resident keeper too, so he's all expert on fuck ups.
All average.
Not that you mess up a lot. I'm just saying.
But
I would
know that's clearly kind of a bit of a mess up.
Yeah. And then he had another mess up too on
the tying goal.
The tying goal for Orlando. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to ask you guys if you thought it was his fault, if New England Revolution lost the points in that game, or if it was just kind of...
That's the way she goes, Bubs.
That's the way just life brought it to him.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Let us know in the comments below. We'll read them out next episode. Okay, I think I'm done talking about the Revs. We move on to the next game. Colorado Rapids versus LA Galaxy. Big man Zlatan Ibrahimovic out because he decided to sit out from the MLS All-Star game, so his punishment was to sit out. Sure, he doesn't really give a shit.
Does not give two shits.
Yeah. Game was pretty good. Galaxy ended up losing.
Yep.
Colorado 2-1.
We saw a nice stop from Ford at the 63rd minute to stop the Galaxy from tying it.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I would say, solidified, although in the 63rd minute, kind of kept the morale
safe.
High.
Yeah. Yeah, the goal, I don't know if you saw Kellen Costa, I think is his name, the guy who scored the goal for Colorado. Kind of a banger from out, dude.
Note said, far-sighted banger.
Yeah, no, good goal. And then after that, it was really just Colorado attacking rest of the game. Galaxy without Ibrahimovic kind of lackluster. Didn't really have that imposing threat up top.
Yeah, no.
It ended up just Colorado win.
And it's a bummer, to say that one dude can do so much for a team, but with a guy like him, it kind of has to. For sure. Side note, did you see Ibrahimovic had a little promo with the Galaxy? Yeah, calling everyone.
Called a fan, and it was like, thanks for your season ticket holder, blah, blah, blah. That'd be pretty cool to get a call from Ibrahimovic.
Right? It's like, yo, I'm Ibrahimovic.
Imagine you
I
just
decided to call you.
Sitting on the toilet, taking shit, and Ibrahimovic calls you.
Dude, I was taking my morning poo this morning, and Ibrahimovic called me.
I was thinking, too, imagine you weren't going to renew your season tickets, and then Ibrahimovic calls you, and you're like, damn, I got to renew my, I really don't have a chance here. Next game of the weekend was Minnesota United, Seattle Sounders. That game ended up 2-1 Seattle. Good game. This game, throughout, was pretty exciting.
VAR was used.
Yeah, it looked like Minnesota had it in the bag. They were done. Seattle came back in the 90th minute.
Yeah, extra time.
To win
Flicks
the game.
it over freaking easy, dude.
Yeah, so what was it? PK for Seattle in the 90th?
Yep.
And then in the 94th minute, what's his face? Let me check my notes here.
90+7, dude. Bruin.
Yeah, Will Bruin. Beautiful chip. Like ball comes in, he touches it, boom, chips it over the keeper.
Yeah.
Just so nice. Silky smooth.
Tasty flick.
Yeah. That was like one of those crazy games because Minnesota could have had it in the bag.
Dude,
like
they scored
so
in the
many
19th
times
minute.
too. Yeah. Quintero, which was actually a nice ass goal. But,
it was.
Like they had chances to put the game away. Same thing with the Revs, like just couldn't do it. And then that 90th minute PK, which was interesting because Quintero came away on the breakaway.
Yep.
Running with it. VAR comes in after he takes the shot, like probably like a minute and a half later. They're like, oh no, bring it back, PK. Seattle ties it, Seattle wins it.
It was pretty. I mean, looking at the handball too, you could kind of.
Yeah,
it made a case for like the dude kind of might have swiped it away.
That's the stuff that we've been talking about though. Like that VAR call was so late. Like
True.
A whole breakaway play went through. Minnesota fans are like cheering that on, like kind of thrilled about that, and then all of a sudden VAR comes back in. I don't know.
Which could be an argument for how they scored in extra time.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know what you guys think. If you think that VAR call is BS, if it took too long. I definitely think it was. Like I think that, again, in the World Cup, it was pretty dope. Like it was used pretty well. Wasn't a big fan of how long it took here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'll agree with you on that one. That was a little bit. You got to be able to make the split decision.
All right, guys. So now probably the biggest game of the weekend: Atlanta United versus Toronto FC. Two freaking heavyweights in the MLS. Everybody knew it was going to be an exciting game. Atlanta playing at home in front of that home crowd. Going to be intense. Game ended up 2-2. Giovenco opened the scoring for Toronto. Atlanta came right back. Obviously, that guy, Josef Martinez, he ended up scoring 2, tying like MLS record for most goals in 2 seasons. I think it's like 45 goals.
Yeah,
and shit.
I think is that his 26th goal?
Yeah, 26th goal of the season, which is freaking crazy, man. Like he just scores every game.
Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but does he have his motherfucking eyebrows shaved?
Yeah, man. Just like it's like the old school Soldier Boy look.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, dang, if you're scoring 26 games a goal,
maybe each one is like one for like a multiple of goals he has.
That's
so
one way
by
to
the end
keep
of the
count.
season, he's just going to be tiger striped eyebrows. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, his first goal came off with PK.
Yeah, goalie
actually
got booked.
A play he had. Yeah, goalie came out and just fucking tackled the shit out of him.
Yeah, came out 2 hands, dude, and just kind of got him with both his hands. If one of his hands would be one thing, but he got him with like both of them.
Pulling him down, grabbing him. Yeah, so he then took the PK off of that. He has a wild PK. I don't know if you saw it. He just runs straight onto it.
Straight onto it.
Dude, put some curvature on your run. But
nope.
I mean, it's working for him. So what am I going to say? 5 minutes later, scores again off a cross.
67th minute.
Yeah,
he scores again.
Pretty fair for both of them. Atlanta did have some chances in this game to put it away. Again, teams not putting it away, getting punished for it.
That 2-1 lead is the worst lead to have in soccer.
Yep. That's a good old what's the word for it?
Proverb?
Good old soccer proverb. 2-1.
Never want to be 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it's a justified score. Like, it wasn't outside the norm of the gameplay.
And then 90+5, boom, boom, red card, fight.
Another one of those fights we brought up in the beginning of the show.
Ugh.
People were it was a heated weekend, man.
I don't get it, man.
Who was the guy that got the red card? Mavinja? Yeah, he like slapped the shit out of some guy.
Yeah, saw that.
But yeah, I mean, I think the game lived up to the hype.
Oh no, without a doubt.
Yeah.
They were playing to play that day.
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting game. Guys, let us know if you guys enjoyed the game. If you thought Atlanta should have come out winners, Toronto FC. I thought it was pretty fair. I mean, obviously you don't want to see a tie, but I thought it was pretty fair.
Yeah,
kept
fair.
Atlanta on top of the leaderboards in the East.
Do you guys think Martinez is going to break 30 goals?
Yeah, I think it's got to happen, right? But let us know in the comments. If you think he's going to break 30, let us know how many goals you think he's actually going to score. Okay, moving on. Next game, Real Salt Lake, Chicago Fire.
Highlight of the game, dude, Schweinsteiger. Boom, boom.
Yeah, he
pops the shotgun.
So Chicago actually lost.
Yep.
That was the highlight of the game, was the Schweinsteiger goal. They lost 2-1 to Real Salt Lake. I don't know how to say this dude's name. Damir Krylak.
Yeah.
Scored both of Real Salt Lake City's goals.
Really, he almost had the hat trick, too.
Yeah, he almost had a hat trick. Didn't get it. Would have been pumped for him. But yeah, Schweinsteiger's goal, dude. Boom. Like, do you think keeper had any chance there? Or was it just too good of a shot?
I think that was just too good of a shot.
Yeah. What was it, 20 plus yards out? And kind of rips it right foot.
Had some power behind it. Yeah. And then the announcer, I remember hearing the announcer saying, like, that's what happens, like, when, like, you have $6 million. It's just like, yeah, dude, whatever, man. Nah, that's what just happens when you're a good fucking footballer.
Yeah. Real Salt Lake definitely should have had more goals. 2-1 is kind of not justified for them. Chicago was, Yeah, right. Real Salt Lake should have had more. Fans were fucking buzzing in this game, dude. Like, they were up and jumping, and they were pumped for it, which is cool to see.
Yeah, it's always nice to see that comparatively to freaking
some other games.
Man.
Some other games are pretty dead. Like, even though the games were decent, fans were dead. And that's talking about the next game. Houston Dynamo Sporting Kansas City
looked absolutely empty.
What's crazy is, like, it was actually pretty noisy because they have one section that's probably just placed next to the cameras that was like, boom, it really sounded like there were a lot of people there. But you look in the stands and it was
looking around, yeah.
Honestly, game, like, score-wise wasn't that exciting. It was 1-0 Kansas City. A couple of the notable topics. Kansas City had this guy, Gianluca Busio, who's like 16 years old.
Yes.
Made his debut, got an assist, was kind of balling.
Pretty dope, being 16, playing in Major League Soccer.
He had a dope assist, too.
The
ball came in, he kind of just flicks it, no look, pulls a Ronaldinho. Yeah, he played well. He was actually the reason Houston's first red card came out. So Houston got 2 red cards in this game.
They got 3.
Oh, 3.
They had 3 red cards, extra time red card. So a total of 11 cards were given, 9 of which went to Houston, including yellows. But, like, now that poses a question for all you out there. Was the ref a little card happy this game, or do you think all the calls were justified?
Yeah, 11 cards, man. Like, you got to think. I mean, I thought the first red card for the foul on Busio was actually not a red card.
No.
The guy was just running, like, the way the play came in. Busio was here trying to chest the ball. The guy comes in behind him.
I think the guy just had too much speed and he couldn't stop at that
just
point.
Just a yellow. I think the red there wasn't fair. So that's already not a good start.
That's 14 minutes in too.
Yeah, so that set a pretty bad tone for Houston and just the ref in general. Like, that's not great. Another pretty big game between two big names in the MLS this season. New York Red Bulls, LAFC. Mm-hmm. New York Red Bulls come on top 2-1. Yeah, Daniel Royer scored chippy goal. He's like on the ground. He like scissor kicks it on the ground or some shit.
Yeah, that was some hustle right there.
Yeah, definitely some hustle.
Never give up.
He was fighting for it. Red Bull, obviously, phenomenal team, sitting second in the East. I think they definitely looked a little better than LAFC. LAFC had chances. Royer wears number 77, which I just think is atrocious. Like, come on,
some of these people out there wearing high-ass numbers.
Teams should not allow their players go past, like, 21, honestly. Maybe 23 for Bex. You know what I'm saying?
Let him. He can do whatever he wants. I'd let him have any number he wanted.
Yeah. But, yeah, Royer ends up scoring
the second goal made a great run.
Yeah.
That's how you make a run.
Yeah, good play.
Doorstep, boom.
But, yeah, I mean, Wright Phillips had some chances. Red Bull really could have bagged a handful of goals.
Oh, yeah.
LAFC sitting 4th after that game, which is, I mean, for a brand new club, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Can't complain. Yeah. And as mentioned, Red Bull sitting 2nd.
Yeah.
I think their team is pretty decent. Like, I think they'll be doing some bits.
Especially Wright Phillips recently just got his 100th goal, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's a consistent guy. Like, he's gonna be. That's a good player to be setting your team around.
True.
So we'll see. So next game we're covering is a game that, I mean, I think like no MLS fan would have expected the result. San Jose, bottom of the league, terrible season so far. They actually end up beating first in the West, FC Dallas. They beat them 3-1, which is just like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Full disclosure, didn't watch the game because I thought freaking Dallas had it in the bag.
San Jose, though, came out with like that one random win.
Yeah, one random win.
It doesn't really help them because they're still in last, but that's still a good morale booster.
Morale booster over in Texas.
That's a big morale booster.
Did you guys think that was going to happen, that result? Or did you think Dallas, like myself, had it in the bag?
Next game, New York City FC, Vancouver Whitecaps. Pretty big game, like just in terms of teams playing. Ended up 2-2. Vancouver opened up the scoring 1-0 with Mesquita, who scored kind of a banger. NYFC after the goal kind of came back though. They were kind of putting up a fight.
They scored. They tied it up in extra time for the first half.
Yeah.
And then came out fucking 46 minute, bang.
Guns blazing.
Vancouver ties it up, 87 minute, 2-2.
Alphonso Davies was all right. He had a shot in the second half that looked like it was curling, top corner. Keeper made a good save.
73% possession for New York City FC, though.
70 what?
73.
Damn, that's freaking scrimmage.
Yeah.
That's some scrimmage type shit.
That
goes to show Vancouver making the best out of their opportunities. True. Montreal versus DC United. Wayne Rooney out here balling for DC United. Not really. He's just like playing pretty regular, I feel like.
He had a couple good shots, though.
He had a free kick that hit the bar. Game ended up 1-1.
So many posts.
So many posts.
In that game.
Yeah. He had another shot, too, that outside the box, hits it, kind of takes a deflection, hits the top post. So, posts was the keeper's best friend this game, for sure.
Ended up 1-1.
1-1. I think the score didn't really reflect how kind of exciting the game was. I think there were a lot more shots and
definitely
just
more
exciting play than the 1-1. I do want to know, like, from the fans, what do you guys think? Wayne Rooney, his debut so far has been kind of lackluster in my mind, but what do you guys think? Do you think he should be doing a little bit more, or is this the Wayne Rooney we should be expecting for DC United? And to wrap it all up, final game of the weekend, Portland Timbers, Philadelphia Union. Portland Timbers steamrolled Philadelphia Union on the scoreboard, but I actually think Timbers were all right.
Yeah, all right.
They got 2 goals because of PKs. It didn't really look like Portland was like dominating really for a 3-0 scoreline. Union kind of got unlucky. PKs kind of screwed them. And that's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote for the weekend, for sure. But all right, guys, let us know what your favorite game of the weekend was. Was the result favorable for the team you support? Not too many boring games. Fans were kind of buzzing all over the league, so that was exciting to see, and it was a good weekend. So that's it, guys. Let us know what you guys think of the episode. If you like this episode, like, subscribe. Let us know you like the video. Comment below with all your thoughts, opinions, whatever you want. You can find all of our social links in the description below. Follow us on everything. Show us some love. We'll show some love back.
That about wraps it up for this week on Just Offsides. As always, I'm Brendan and this is Allan. We love to hear you. We love to see you. Come on, stop by next week.
Leave those comments below.